This month, we're looking at the chords you need to know for RGT's Grade 5 rock guitar exam. There are 4 new chord types to learn. First is the 7 chord, also known as a dominant 7th, played here in C, so it's a C7. Next is the suspended 4th, or sus4 chord, so this is C sus4. This one is a diminished power chord, also called a 5 dim. And finally, this is an augmented power chord, also known as a 5 aug. All of these shapes have their root notes on the 5th string, but you should also learn the chords with their root notes on the 6th string. C7, C sus4, C5 dim, and C5 aug. A quick word about diminished and augmented power chords. This is a basic power chord shape. You should already know this from the lower grades. A diminished power chord has its higher note, which is known as the 5th, lowered by a semitone, that's 1 fret. An augmented power chord has its higher note raised by a semitone. It doesn't matter whether the chord is built on the 5th or the 6th string. You make the same alterations to generate the diminished and augmented shapes. The diminished power chord has a clashing dissonant sound that's best used sparingly, and it sounds good when mixed up with some standard power chords. At grade 5 you must know these chords and the chords from earlier grades at any pitch. That means you need to know the notes on the 5th and 6th strings. Start with the first fretted note on the 6th string. This is an F note. If you build the chord shapes on this note, you get F7, F sus4, F5 dim, and F5 aug. Move up 1 fret, and you get all the same chord types, but this time F sharp is the root note. Move up another fret, and once again you get all the same chord types, but this time G is the root note. So, as long as you know the various chord shapes and the root notes on the 5th and 6th strings, you can play potentially loads of different chords.